We're at the Super Training Gym, and I'm having a nice little vintage Viking drink. Try it out today. It puts on 50 pounds on your deadlift. Unless you wear these pants, then it's negative 50.
Hey! Wow!
No way. What?
Tighten and tighten that. Hello. How are you?
Hi.
She's like, what is going on?
What is
Good to see you.
happening?
I'm very sweaty.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'm getting nice little sweaty.
you were just
Looking
good.
good, as always, as always.
What's going on, dude?
Good?
Good.
Great.
Get
I'm like a
out.
model.
doing?
So good to see everybody.
Tear away pants, too.
Tear away. Oh, yeah, I'm
I
getting
love it.
naked. We're doing this naked.
I told you bring you girl shorts. You don't listen to me, so.
You guys didn't. You didn't bring me golf shorts.
You have an extra pair for me.
Something that hugs the butt cheeks real
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
You guys-
Do it, do it.
Everybody's
Oh, well.
sweating. You
It's
know
okay.
what
Good to
this
see
is.
you. Good to see you.
We had to pretend that we work out. Like
Yeah,
Mike's coming in, like
they're
everybody
coming in all
quick,
jacked up.
get to your spots.
No, wait.
Let me show you guys through and then we'll podcast,
do it.
all right?
But just stay with it.
This is a gymnasium.
Oh,
There
a
are
gymnasium.
resistance weights. People utilize these, they move them around through space, and the idea is that over time your body will get bigger
Huh.
because of the resistance.
I'm not sure about that, but okay. I'll check your source.
You don't think?
Check
you don't
your
think it
source
makes any
about that
sense?
whole resistance thing.
Yeah,
This is it.
this is where I've been hiding out for all these years.
It's so cool for me to see this. And even like, just to me, the pro shop in the beginning, don't you think? For me, just to see he's got his protein, he's got his setup. Is this not like something, like Terry Crews just got his gym open and stuff, and
That's cool.
it's one of those things that we as kids always thought about. I want my own place.
Yeah.
I can put up my own things, and
So you didn't have to sneak in
yeah.
without a membership. A membership.
Did you
at
know
Gold, I
that
always
at
use
Gold's
his.
in Venice, he never had a membership and you'd always sneak in because he was always broke back then.
I'd always use his thing, 17085.
You and Kelly Sullivan. Huh.
Kelly
Kelly still.
never knew different.
Yeah.
Take you around, take you around. Oh, we got these sleds and everything. We got the tank. What's been going down? How's Titan? He's getting big. He's got that bulk going.
He's got, yeah, already.
He's into bulking.
He's on trend.
So this is the one I said he's on trend. Oh yeah. Or now it just switched. Now Mona's giving him Anavar because that's what she's on when she had the baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with these influencers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anavar Light.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Anavar Light.
Even though she's 160 pounds and deadlifts 4,
Goddamn.
wouldn't she have to be just straight trend?
Give it a shot, Mona. Hop in there. Because Mike will be less scared if you do it first.
Freaking arms, man.
It's
not even working.
Just give her a push, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Look at the striations popping out.
He always says that she's the freak.
Yeah.
Those striations and stuff coming through the
Right?
triceps and shoulders reminds me so much of myself. If I was
I'm
dedicated.
glad I'm here to
If I
remind you about
trained-
yourself.
Look at that. It's awesome. Ooh, obstacle. And then just try to pull it backwards now. Just like walk backwards with it. Yeah, there you go. Get one of these sent out to Texas for you guys when you get there.
Right?
If you'd like one.
Well, this is booty.
You excited to move?
I'm feeling. Oh yeah, because it's heavy.
Yeah.
Place.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there any family down there or just mainly some friends, right?
Yeah. I don't know
What do
what's
you think?
putting me to work. So
Remember when
Pushing
you pushed
it.
the sled? Titan did?
yeah.
You would love this.
So yeah, pushing it that way,
Oh, y'all got a
the quads are on fire for sure.
Oh, level 3's a hard.
Pulling it
hard
back
one.
and from my hamstrings, my glutes, it's great.
You're
When
finally
you see
here,
potential,
man.
I know this is like disrespectful. It took me so long. I'll take a water. Yes, please.
Every time we go down to LA, it was synonymous for me personally, Golds and O'Hearn. Every time we saw you, it was always just big old smile on your face and just give us big old hugs. And so it's cool to finally have you guys in our house too, you know?
I think for me, it's still the knowing what he was like and how he struggled, and then seeing this. It's kind of a cool friendship thing. It's like to see him move to that level. It's great.
Yeah.
And the way he did it and the way he's giving back. Wow, I'm having my first beer, guys. So, like I told you, I never had alcohol before, but today, mid-50s, I'm going to have my first beer.
There you go.
Not even once. I started this at 9. Yeah. No, yeah. I saw my brothers and sisters do it. I said, okay, whatever they do, I won't do. All right.
That's great branding.
We're at the Super Trading Gym, and I'm having a nice little vintage Viking drink. Try it out today. It puts on 50 pounds on your deadlift. Unless you wear these pants, then it's negative 50. Let's go talk. Let's go venture.
55 pounds down this guy.
Trying. Getting there.
Today.
It's about a 12-pound mustache too.
Dude, I really feel like
Right?
it makes me clearly 12% stronger. It's my thoughts, at least.
Wow.
What do you think?
It's looking great. It's going all James Hetfield on us right
I
now.
know. You are amazing.
Oh, man, that's
Phenomenal
too
human
kind.
being right here.
Oh, man.
I've been watching you for a long time.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
How much you pay him? I owe you for this? That was very kind.
Now,
Yeah,
this guy's
absolutely.
the best. He just hit 55 pounds down since COVID.
Chris has been helping me a
Gained some
lot.
weight back from COVID. Now he's 55 down from there.
It's not easy for me. It's a fight against my own inner will to make bad decisions all the time. But yeah, we're getting there, learning a lot. These guys have been remarkable in helping me with that stuff.
I
Yeah.
tell all these guys, the one thing I always admired about you, like the number one thing is that people come into Gold's Gym from all over the world, and Mike will say, hop in with us. And people just train with us, or when I would train with you, like, people just come in and train with you, right?
does it.
And he still does it all the time, and he's super famous. And like, nobody else in that gym, you'd never walk up to The Rock and he'd be like, yeah, I've been on a set. Like, nobody would ever do that, you know, but he does it all the time. And I just always think that speaks volumes to like how you feel about bodybuilding and about the fans and about just helping people in general. So
Thanks,
I love you,
man.
man.
Thank you.
What's the body weight at nowadays?
257, 260 with food. Fourth day fasting.
Shit.
Yeah.
Just in case you wanted to go smoothly.
Lots of fasting going on.
Testing. I'm testing the body.
How often do you do these long fasts?
I did a lot this last 2 months just because I had to get ready for movies and stuff. And then I got into a mindset of wrestling. I wanted to test myself.
Keep
Okay,
pushing.
let's go leaner. Let's get tested. And so it's just fun for me. At this level,
Losing no muscle while you're fasting, right?
oh yeah, you do.
Pretty
But
good.
but I'm
A little bit.
it's the strength that I want to retain. So if I can keep the strength, I will retain some
you're able to do
thickness.
that?
Yeah. Enough for me. This last time we did 3 days, no food, a day and a half, no water. And then I went and did inclines,
405.
405. But it just felt so coming down, I go extra slow because there's no water. And so the ligaments and everything just,
might
it's
have
like
an
when you go
incline.
into a show,
You might be the best incline presser I've ever seen.
no.
I don't know. You've done like 500 pounds on an incline, right? What's your
I
best?
just did a 525 a couple months back.
525 on an
525 on incline.
incline. But
And
your
it was
reps
a
are crazy
smoke.
too. Like I remember you'd have
Yeah,
315,
down.
405, just cranking out reps.
Just slow, controlled, tap, go, no bounce, no nothing. No arch, no real arch.
Like those low box squats you do, those are insane too. He does these low box squats where the box is like a foot, maybe. But for him,
Exactly 12
at his
inches.
height, it's really hard to get down there.
What do you want?
And he just goes down there and his whole face turns into like a demon. It looks like a different person. And he just pops right up like it's nothing. And we're all mad.
that.
We're all mad about it.
I just try that range of motion, more just different. How far can I push the body? Keep pushing it at that level.
It's awesome.
You probably don't drink them, but we do also have monsters here. But you guys probably drink.
I'll take a
I
caffeine.
If I
You got
I'm gonna
the,
get espresso. That's-
okay.
You know what I mean? So
I'll
I'm
take
gonna-
2 of your brain. You got your
Mind bullet?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
What, capsules?
I love this
No,
place,
right.
guys. I love this setup.
Is that Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, I don't know where that one came from. But he's like a pickle.
Nicolas Cage.
There you go. Pickle is cage.
They said that's my doppelganger.
Oh, I can see that.
It's like young Nicholas
Yeah.
or old
Like
Nicholas.
the
Yeah.
Rock Nicholas?
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the young Nicholas.
I can't find them.
It's gonna taste gross, but it's really strong.
And you have been fasting for how long?
Today's 4th day. It's gonna hit me.
Yeah,
Let's go. You guys ready for this?
you're gonna be so wired.
Whoa!
Espresso macchiato or just?
Let's test this out, my friend. Mind bullet. Let's see if I have any common sense after this.
Let me see what.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And we're gonna chug it down with a monster.
It's great that you like that because you don't really like many things like over the years, you know. Like I introduced you to that, and you were like, "I like it," and I was like, "Wow, it's cool."
Well, that tastes good.
Okay.
How's your supplement line
Espresso
going?
shots topped with
We just got
that's
our
pretty much
third
espresso.
product into Walmart.
Yeah.
I know. I was so happy to see that. I thought that was so cool.
I'm the only individual person, or I hate saying the word influencer,
That'll be smart.
that's in Walmart.
Okay.
Everybody else is companies.
Nothing.
You know, it's Twin Lab or whatever. It's the companies that are in. I'm the only individual.
Influencer is kind of a weird word for you because you've been doing this forever.
Because
As long as I've known you.
I believe you need to be in the trenches, and I think an influencer of somebody that, well, there's two folds. Because I always said to the champions of my days, I said, don't get a chip on your shoulder and think that you're better just because we were in the trenches and we won. That's great, but you still have to have a personality. It doesn't matter that you win. It doesn't matter that you win jiu-jitsu. It doesn't matter if you win a bodybuilding show. We've known a lot of Mr. USAs that nobody talks about anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of national champions that we don't talk about. There's a lot of pros, and me and Charles Glass always make the joke, well, that's the last time you're going to ever hear their name. Because it's a harsh reality, but you have to have more than a title.
Yeah.
And you can't get the chip on the shoulder and start going, I won, so I should get the car and the fame and all. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Every once in a while you get a Ronnie Coleman, but for the most part, people aren't that charismatic, right?
Yeah, it's like you got to have something more, and that's why I say the influencer is. I wish more of those today kids would have in the trenches, and in the trenches to me means do the powerlifting, do the bodybuilding, do the jiu-jitsu.
Who do you look up to that's still around doing this?
I love Stan. I love the older
Robbie
school
too,
guys. I just talked to Lee Haney, which was one of the first guys I got to meet, and it's character now. It's the person's character when they make the money and they make the fame. And
I met Lee Haney on an airplane coming from Atlanta, about a year ago, maybe not
nice.
less than that, like 8 months ago. And I told him, I said, hey, I'm a big fan, blah, blah. I did Bigger, Stronger, Faster, and he knew about it. And then I told him, hey, my brother's got a podcast. He'd love to have you on. He gave me like his business card. Said, call me up. So hopefully Mark will have him on soon.
you got to.
He's great, huh?
He's still like.
He seemed so nice. He didn't seem bothered
He's
at all.
so
Like, he was
southern and sweet and kind, and he's always been that way. When I met him in the 80s, early 80s, and then we're talking now, it's like cool for me because it's like I was the kid then, and now I've accomplished something. He's like, you've done great. I love your career, and I love your son. And that to me is like gave me tingles. It's like,
Yeah.
forget me. He's watching my son. Lee Haney, somebody I grew up with, is watching my son going, I like the jiu-jitsu and the wrestling, and you're feeding him right.
It's fun. Like I honestly, like ever since you guys had Titan, to me, I just feel like I love seeing it. You know what I mean? Like it makes me happy. Like I feel like you guys are kind of part of like our extended family. So I see that and I'm like, oh, how cute! Like this is so cool, you know. And I left town right before he was born, so I've actually never met him.
Wow.
I'm dying to meet him though. Remember, I moved like right before, maybe like a month before he was born.
Before he popped out.
Yeah. But I'll meet him.
Oh yeah, you will.
I'll meet him in SWAT ride
Yeah, you will.
in a couple of years. I'll be 60.
Oh my gosh. Me and Robbie Robinson were working out with Joseph, Arnold's son.
Yeah, Joseph Bena.
And I laugh because Arnold, Robbie comes over
Kid
and goes,
looks good.
he looks great. And great work ethic.
Nice kid, yeah.
Work ethic. And that's the father that they both have, him and Patrick. There's such a different mindset, and that's the mindset I want to give Titan. Because both of these kids they could walk, they could do nothing. They could do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
and they push and they push Joseph and Patrick Schwarzenegger. They both push so hard.
Patrick been training at Gold's too?
He's been training at Gold's, but he's been doing movie after movie after movie.
Yeah, I've seen him killing it with
he's
the movies.
Killing,
Yeah, he's
and,
good
and they're
looking
not
kid.
just movies. They're
Big.
big.
Hey, so I'm
No,
at Gold's
yeah,
with
yeah.
you, and I see a lot of young guys. But they in there, they get a pump, and they kind of
Yeah.
like.
They're
no,
there
They're on a ton of
at noon. They're
stuff.
getting the
This
photos.
kid,
Yeah.
taking a
No,
bunch of stuff
like you
and
can
learning.
see his mental approach to everything. I don't know what it is. Literally, like in Romania, if you were 18, 19, you had to be married as a girl. Like if
Wow.
you're like 23, 24, they're like, she's old, something is wrong with her. What
Yeah.
the hell is wrong with her? Nobody wants her. Like thinking
So were you
that-
married younger?
Oh no.
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 You
I
skipped
came
her.
She
here-
slipped
no.
out of the country.
I
Because she was
came
during the
here.
Civil
You bailed.
War.
Yeah.
She got out and it was communist.
Yeah.
So she snuck to America not speaking the language.
How'd you sneak to America?
Well, my dad was here first, and then my sister and my brother came here, and then we just in New York.
How did you get into all the bodybuilding stuff? Because you were big time
You
at
know,
that.
it's just by
Save
something.
it,
like
save
editing?
it,
Yeah,
save it.
something I
Because
really
they're going to
love.
be blown away when you
Yeah,
tell them.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Save it
those are
then.
pretty good.
Save
It's
it.
Save
just-
it then.
I take huge risks here and there, and it just kind of.
Our story's nothing compared to what she went through. And I always check myself when the plate gets full, because we beg to get the plate full. And then its plate's full, and you're like, I'm kind of burnt out. And you're like, shut up. And she's like, you kind of have to do that to yourself. You're going, oh, you're getting a big head, huh? You're busy now? You want to start canceling?
Yeah.
That's a bad thing.
Well, look, that should happen.
And so, like, when she does her stuff, or how she did it, I'm like, Americans have it so well. And so it's like when I'm raising Titan now, because he's half Viking, half Romanian. So he's a Transylvania Viking. You know, it's like
We're having our own little
when
podcast here.
when he's coming up and he starts saying, hey, I got this, I got that. It's like, she always jokes, we'll send you to Romania if you're a kid.
It's like they would always send kids back to Nigeria if they acted up in school. I had a few cousins that were sent back to Africa,
Oh, yeah, see
and
that?
they came back reformed. So I was like,
How different did they come back?
oh, they know they're reformed. Every single one that gets sent back to Nigeria comes back a changed man or woman.
Oh, yeah, they appreciate
I
everything.
think more Americans actually have to do that because I spent 3 months in Russia, 3 months in Ukraine, and how they live there, and just traveled everywhere. But it's like, man, it's hard to live in those places, and it's so hard. And Americans get it just so easy.
Well, I love Titan obviously, but
gyms.
even in jiu-jitsu
Very few.
when he does jiu-jitsu and I'm with him there and the guy grabs me, that's like, mommy, and I'm like, don't come to me. I say, get away from me, don't touch me. I was like, mommy. And the guy's like, you're a little mean to him. I was like, he can't
Yeah.
come to me when, he's gotta stay with you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Like if you think he's trouble, wait till we get in the car.
Doctors say 6'9".
How old is he now? 3?
He's staying with
Doctors
yeah,
say
he's-
6'9".
He's super tall.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
No
I'm
way.
scared.
6'9". I was just talking to Nick from New York, Tavelli, the BS, and we were talking about that. So and you'll like this, in jiu-jitsu, we started to team up now, and he teams up with 8-year-olds because they're the same size.
Yeah.
Titan's 3,
Oh my god.
and he's just starting to talk.
8-year-olds?
8-year-olds.
How much does he weigh?
That's how he's 56 pounds,
Okay.
which is the size of an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And he's the height of an 8-year-old.
Wait, what are your?
But it doesn't look fat.
It's
just
her.
fat.
It's her.
Her?
She's got 7-footers.
Yeah, my uncle. And he's a
Did O'Hearn say
Chris.
when it's like double your height?
It's
when
double
you're
the height
3 or something?
when you hit
Or
3.
The good stuff
Is it
comes
3?
from
3.
Mama.
So double height is
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a monster.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good kid. He's so loving. I was just saying yesterday,
Yeah.
we have the happiest kid. He never cries. He never complains about it. He's a kid. It's like
But
whatever.
what I love about
But-
it, you could tell it's all genuine. Like when you look at the Instagram and stuff
He's
like
so
that, you
happy.
could tell that he's not like pushed to do anything.
No,
You could
he
tell, like,
jumps on that treadmill
he-
by himself.
yeah.
He does we're like
lifts the
doing,
kettlebells
we're
and
doing a
stuff.
live on Facebook.
Hold on for a second, because you see it that way.
Yeah.
I always.
Oh,
see
we
that.
get bombarded.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure
He's
you
a
do.
kid. Let him have cookies and stuff.
I'm sure you
And
do.
I'll go into that.
We
how
chase him
did-
with that. It's really don't want it.
Steve
No.
Siegel. You guys know all Steve, right?
Yeah,
Pink
yeah.
Box Donuts. When we go to his house, he goes, "Give him a cookie." Go ahead.
Yeah, we're like.
No.
I'll
Don't want
be
it.
happy to see
I
him
want
with a
steak.
cookie.
No, have some ice cream. No. I want steak.
Oh yeah.
The way we set him up, for the first couple of years.
The problem is parents feed their kids young and early, and they know about it. They don't have to know about it. There's no reason they need to know
Yeah,
about it.
he'll
Once
So
find
how
out
bad
when
is that as a parent?
it's great for the kid.
It's terrible as a
In my-
parent. And then, so like I was talking about enzymes for children under 2 years old, we met with a pediatrician. He starts telling me, this is how you're going to feed him. This is how you're going to do it. And I'm listening to him and I'm going, Doc, that's not how you do it. And he goes, well, what do you mean that's not how you do it? Well, first of all, he doesn't have the enzymes to utilize carbohydrates. None. So vegetables and all this is out. And he goes, well, okay, that's true, but you still got to get him calorie intake. We got it. He got milk, he's got the goat milk, he's got the buffalo milk, and then in time we'll get him other stuff. He's like, okay, but you got to get more than that. And he starts going, you can eat, feed him 4 or 5 times a day and then let him sleep through the night. And I'm like, that's not it either. Why do you keep going back? I go, it's every 3 hours. It's every 3 hours. He has to eat every 3 hours. He goes, okay, but we're in LA. What parent's going to do that? And I'm like, we are. And he's like, okay, all right.
Got him a 6-pack bag, prepped all his meals.
She has to do the burden on that.
He loves the
She's
hot
up all
dogs, doesn't
night.
he?
He loves the
The
hot dogs.
high-protein,
She
Piedmontese
makes
hot
him
dogs.
chicken. I forget. You're gonna have to ask her. But she puts it in like bread and tasty chicken because it's texture for that age. And I didn't know that. That was a great. If it texture they like it, they'll eat it.
Yeah.
I didn't. That's the weirdest thing. And so she does chicken something, but she does a Romanian dish. He eats the chicken. He does the steak dogs. He does steak. He does chicken nuggets, and then he drinks from 1.5 gallons of goat milk and milk a day.
How's the buffalo milk taste?
It tastes like the same. Just hard to get.
You're gonna have to like become like an Uber driver or something, or
I
pick
know,
up
it's
some
an
other
extra
jobs,
job.
right? He's
Yeah, man, I'm still blown away on this place.
Oh, thank you.
Blown away because I know what was before and then this. And so I just saw you go from this to this, and it's just cool to be here. Where you guys saw the slow transition to this. For me, it was struggling, doing it, finding your niche, and now you're just. We walked back how far to your podcast? It's not like, oh, it's a cute gym, it's a little place here. No, this place is big. We had to walk down a hallway to get to your podcast rooms.
Yeah, I think I met you 20 years ago, something like that. Maybe a little bit longer.
I went to USC in
it's longer than that. It was
1990.
in the 90s, I think.
92 is when I went to USC.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you came out like a year later, maybe?
Yeah, I met you in like '97. Maybe
Probably
first
before
time.
that, because that was a universe last time.
Maybe earlier.
Man, it's
96,
just
97.
Let's just say we know him 50 years.
it's weird. I said that the other day because I started lifting in the 70s. It's weird to say. I started lifting in the 70s. That's crazy.
What year were you born?
6'9". But I was with Jeff Magruder in the late 70s, early 80s. Him, Doyle Kennedy, Doug Furness, and then a few years later, not much later, Ed would come out there because Jeff Magruder would bring him out for his
Remember Jeff Magruder?
invitationals. You remember Jeff Magruder?
Yeah.
He was a big bencher, right?
Yeah,
Was
but
that-
he looked good.
Big time.
Yeah.
But he looked good, and he had that bodybuilding chest, and I was that young kid.
we
We would train there, and I'd be saying shit
chest.
like, but I'd be posing. Why can't I be good looking and strong? And he, shut up, kid. Now get in here.
Happen.
But they would close the door in the back of the Magruder's gym, kind of like what you have, but like a separate. And we'd all go in there and power lift. And on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, the old push-pull, that's all it was. And we'd go in there and we'd lift and stuff, and I'd see them just banging. And I'm sitting there, and again, you're that age. So I'm assuming every guy's that strong.
Right.
It took a few years to realize they're the best in the world. Not just the best in Kirkland, Washington, the best in the world. And I grew up with that ceiling like this, and I always talk about, man, that ceiling. You go to a fitness center, guy does 225, 315. That's a strong guy. That's everybody's ceiling. So it's like,
A lot of those guys
Well,
were probably in their
Titan kinda-
40s at that time too. Like some of those guys they weren't young, right?
no, they weren't young,
Yeah.
but we lost Jeff a couple years ago and stuff, and Doug a while ago and stuff. But I got into depth about
There's
it.
a lot of guys that are in their 40s and 50s back then that were super strong
You have
and in
no
great
idea.
shape.
I knew I was coming here, and one of the things that I thought, hey, if we go into it, let's go into it. A discussion of who was around then, who came in 10, 20 years after me, and who have we lost? There's so many freaking names. I'm like, and again, it's like Charles Glass and I can talk about a lot of this because we knew all of them. And it's like, we've lost so many great ones. But then they were only around for a short bit, but made a name for themselves. But we've lost so many people. And like those guys in their age.
Right.
It's a cool thing. Like you said, you were happy seeing Titan. I know what I feel now. I'm happier seeing you guys at this place, knowing that you guys are great and succeeding like you're doing. And I'm in that enjoyment of living it with you. Even though you're not my brothers, I've known you since you first
forever.
got there.
Can I
Chris
say
Farley.
something? You know, it's hard.
What did I call
Do you
him?
remember? What did he call me?
Before we go there,
What was his nickname?
I don't remember.
I was Chris Farley, and I was also.
I don't want to say it. It's because you're fat, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know,
And I was
maybe
also
filters.
Funny.
I was
He's
also
funny.
Oh, okay. Fat and
NBC.
funny. Okay.
NBC was my other nickname.
NBC, you know why?
Can I say something? Mike, it's hard to get him out of the house to go anywhere if it doesn't make money and if he's not. And for him to come here and to fly to come and see you guys, it's a huge deal. Trust me when I tell you.
wow.
Like he was
We've
so
been waiting
happy.
for
I'm old, guys.
He was
That's
so happy
just
to
because
come
it's
here.
not an ego thing. It's just
No, he was.
Don't use those
I mean,
words. You're not
I'm a Viking.
Hey, wait.
I'm Highlander. I'm
What was my
700
name?
years old.
My nickname was NBC, but why?
Can you figure it out?
NBC.
All he did was fetch.
B, C. What's C?
Nothing but chest.
I was gonna say nothing but chub.
That was close. That was
I was
close.
thinking, who knows what?
Hey, thanks a lot, Nsima.
Sorry.
And Piggy,
Came to mind.
Pig boy.
Pig Boy.
That was
And
true.
we just talked about.
Hey, what about Fedco?
We just talked about Fedco winning 2 Oscars.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He won 2 Oscars. Me
And he was the
Gilbert-
craziest guy in the world.
Crazy.
I remember that one day when a guy had weight on a curl bar, and he put a curl bar onto the preacher curl, and Fedco had been using it to do those one arm things. And Fedco comes over, is like, where'd this bar come from? Like, I don't know. That guy just came over and put it on there. And he's like, yeah, we were fucking using this. And so the guy comes over and he's like, is there a problem? And Ron just flips the weight over, and it goes like end over end, and the weights fall
talked
off
to you
the
about
sides
it.
and everything.
Me and Gilbert were talking about him.
Yeah.
And he was so mad that the guy just
brilliant.
got so scared and walked away.
But he was like, I think he was a functioning, what do they call it? I don't want to.
Psychopath.
Bipolar.
It was more because of the fact that he had no, he finished college by 18. I think he finished his graduate by 1920.
So super
he was
smart.
already, he was ridiculous.
Well, he was a professor when he was training with us, and he was pretty young.
And he was 21, 22, and he's already he was a rocket
Smart,
science.
he didn't go to school.
He was savant, a functioning savant. I think that's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But his communication skills were so bad. So bad.
Yeah.
Well, he was
that's what usually happens, I think.
Fedco sort of was the first guy. Remember, he told me like, you'd be a good power lifter, but you're too fat. And I was like, oh my God, like how mean is that? And then I go, I don't know what to do though. And he said, just eat red meat and water. And he was the first one that introduced us to the carnivore diet all the way back
He
then.
was always messing around with diet too.
So far ahead of the time, which is
I think
crazy.
Sears, Barry Sears was at that time
The zone.
The
diet.
zone.
the zone diet, or at least in the mid 90s.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
But I did that red meat and water diet for all the meats that we did. And I would just constantly like be able to get my weight down, make the weight class still be really strong. I think like a great thing about the carnivore diet is you can stay really strong. Because I did it for months, like recently,
Yeah.
and kept all my strength.
I
pretty
started
much.
fasting because I saw you were trying to get to a goal weight of 220, and I said I need to expand my utility belt. So you have all the weapons in your belt, and if you use them all up, you're pretty much done dieting, getting ready for the show.
Yeah, it was great. I was using intermittent fasting, so I would fast like 18 or 20 hours a day, and then Mike calls me up and he's like, hey, he's like, I have been thinking we should fast for like 4 days and then like get a little bit of fuel for like 3 days and then do 4 days again. And he's like, we should repeat it. And I remember you were messing with it, but you were like, you would weigh yourself like every other day or something. You're like 230, 235, 230, 230, like your body weight would fluctuate, but you're like, I don't think I can weigh 220.
Yeah, because I was trying to get to, because I didn't weigh 220. I weighed 220 for a day when I was going through puberty. When I was 14 to 15, because at 15 I was 275.
275.
275.
Didn't you say you gained like 100 pounds?
I went 100 pounds because I competed in a bodybuilding
That's
show
crazy.
at 14, and I walked on stage ripped, and I beat all the 19-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I was 176 dieted down. So I was like 205 dieted down to that. And then it just kicked in perfectly because it was 14 to 15 and a half is when I really hit puberty, and I grew inches and size. And I was with Jeff Magruder, and he says, eat this, and I was just going. And my mom would make me the old Tupperware, not the Tupperware,
Poor
the
lady,
old
10
yellow
kids.
plastic container that pasta would come in from. And she'd just do that with whole eggs and tuna. And that I'd be eating all day long, plus milk in between class.
Actually, it tastes really good.
It tastes
It sounds
really-
weird,
and
but it's
cheap.
actually really good.
Really inexpensive. You gotta come and wrestle with Titan next time you're down. When you get on the ground. It's he
Don't
comes
take it easy on me.
Yeah, don't. No.
It'll mess you up.
And if he cries to you, then
Yeah.
just shoo him away.
Just fish slap him.
Yeah.
On his way.
That's the thing. I cannot wait for the principal to call and go, I need to speak to your father.
Yeah.
No. Momo handles that
Are
stuff.
you gonna do any jujitsu?
Do I?
Are you? Yeah. Or,
Yeah, we're rolling.
You guys? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So-
I don't post that
So
stuff.
I couldn't start with Titan early because if I was on the floor, then he would want to
would run
just
to
jump
you.
on me. So I had to wait. The guy was like, you have to wait, you know.
So everything he's doing, we're doing with now,
That's amazing.
and so which is great
He
because
was
you
jumping
can't
on
start.
Mike yesterday.
I know he's knee dropping me.
Well,
I wanted to
yeah,
film
he's
it
like
for
a
Billy.
wrestler. He jumped like a wrestler.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
when I go to bed, I go to bed at
6'9". He
7.
might be the next WWE.
He comes up
telling you.
and he knee drops, double knee drops into my chest,
Yeah.
and then he rolls out, and then he gets back up, knee drops, and so.
But yesterday he did the.
Oh, he did the elbow drop yesterday.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
And so you can't start
I don't know where he got it
jujitsu
from.
for most places until 5, and you can't start wrestling until they're 5.
Yeah.
And so we got in great with this coach. He started when he was barely 2, just turned 2. Barely turned 2. And then now we have the Olympic wrestling coach that's going to teach him wrestling. And he's going to start now at 3. And he has 2 daughters that are 4, 5. So it's like,
Thank you.
by the time he's 5 and supposed to start, he'll have 3 years. And so the coaching, the way they're coaching him is incredible. Herschel Walker, I grew up with Herschel, and he played 10 years in the NFL. So, and he's on ESPN, and he played football. So we're at the Hall of Fame at the Arnold Classic, and there's guys, and there's everybody here trying to get to Herschel. And Herschel looks over and he goes, Mike O'Hearn!
No
And
way.
reaches right up and over to 2 guys, and Heath was one of 2 guys to shake my hand. I'm like, that's right.
That's pretty
I'm like,
dope, man.
Did you bring the fan that blows his hair?
I sure
oh,
did.
yeah.
I did. I
Because
had
Please tell me you have a small fan.
We can Amazon fresh one over in like the next 2 hours.
I need a
Yeah.
couple
It looks
just to,
pretty good, right? It's just, he rolled out of bed
Hello.
like this.
It's a duck egg. It's basically a hard-boiled egg, but there's a fertilized.
So
There's a
you
fertilizer.
got duck eggs because Mike O'Hearn is here. And I told you about 15, 20 years ago that duck eggs are better, and now you guys are getting on.
Now we're finally catches. There's a little baby in there. It's a chick.
And it is a delicacy. So like this is legit. Like people eat
What are you
this.
talking
We're gonna be.
There's a little.
Oh, wait a minute. You've eaten some crazy stuff. We've talked about
I
you.
ate pig testicles. I mean, a lot of different things.
He
knows.
You say that about me?
I've been calling him pig.
I ate this pig's testicles.
Yeah. Wow, I love that.
All right.
Cool, so that'll be waiting
so
for you
just
on the
remember,
checkout.
you're around a lot of crazy people today. So.
Yeah.
I'm fucking motivated.
I like that.
So this is gonna be fun.
I like that.
But we gotta eat some duck eggs now.
Ah.
but look, we have
In
instructions.
honor of me, is this? I know it's a Filipino dish, but it's in honor of me. The duck eggs.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. This is a
So how does
balut.
it go down?
But balut.
Balut. Yeah.
Balut.
It's
So
so
you get in there.
everyone get your own
Got an egg.
mark. Whoa! Don't drop that. Little baby's gonna come out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens.
So if I'm correct, there's a fetus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this. Oh,
You want to take a shirt off?
I'm gonna get naked for this. I'm taking the pants off right now.
Nsima are getting naked.
Oops. Everyone's got their clothes on.
Oh, Andrew, do you need a duck egg too?
No, dude, I eat way too many eggs to get like any. I have to keep my eggs plain.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on later.
Cock ring. It's unused if you'd like to take it home.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go, Mark. Looks a little big for me.
Okay. What are you doing?
Okay, so instructions for. So our buddy
Take the
said
spoon and you
use the
hit
spoon, but on the red side, right?
Okay.
So use the spoon to crack the stamped side of the egg
it. And you drink.
to make a mouthpiece. Yes. Then you drink it. You can pour a little bit of salt down with it. So there's salt right there. Salt it a bit
give
and
it a
sip
whack?
out the broth. Yeah. Then you peel the rest as you go. Salt the chick
crack
that
it.
you'll see inside.
And then just kind
Salt the
of.
chicken side. I don't know. I don't know if you
Start
want to
cracking.
do
You're
that.
recording, right? Okay.
Okay.
All right, keep
I
going.
got it cracked, and now I just poke a hole in it.
Yeah, peel a little bit. Like pick
Oh,
out,
like
pick
peel
out
it?
the shells.
Oh my gosh. Make sure you guys are getting this.
Oh no! Oh god! I think I
Oh my gosh, you've seen a baby. Oh,
What are you guys doing?
oh my gosh.
Oh,
Right.
the top. Okay, there we go. Then peel that
Peel
top.
it out.
What's in there?
Do you see it?
Chicken.
Do you see it?
Do you see the embryo?
I threw a little
She
salt in
does.
there.
I saw hers.
And then now
remember,
this
go
is
ahead,
enough
pick it
to
up.
me to.
Yeah, there should be
Oh
some.
god! I see the embryo.
I know, right?
There should be some juice in there, yeah?
Oh my god! Mona drinking it.
She
A
drinks
little
it.
bit. It's just a little juice. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the best part, honestly.
Is the juice? The broth?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can eat
And
the
then-
baby.
Mike, where's yours?
I ate it already.
No, you
He's-
didn't.
he's
Does he
not
have his
gonna-
egg over there?
I'm fasting.
And then you just put it like you just put it like a
Peel it.
Yeah. then you
Oh, I
peel
can't
it.
watch you do this.
I'm supposed to just suck it out of there, or?
No, now after you sucked out the juice, now you eat it just like a regular egg.
yeah. It's
Oh,
like
Get a little
a
salt.
no.
No, okay, I'll
No,
suck
no,
it down.
Here,
Here,
wait,
pass
wait,
this
wait.
down.
let me-
Cheers.
Let me hold on. Here's the salt.
I mean,
Cheers.
Yeah, put a lot of salt.
So how old is the baby at this point?
That I'm not sure of.
Listen, when you say baby,
I'm sorry.
no.
Little chick.
yeah, does it get us on the whole abortion thing? Roe versus Wade.
Oh boy.
Am I supposed to peel it? I'm so confused.
It's like
there's the
chicken.
chick.
You know, it's like
Is it like
eating.
chicken?
Yes, like
I'm just
chicken
gonna
with
drink it
eggs.
without-
That's what it is.
Here we go. Here we go. You guys doing it?
Oh,
I,
she's
like,
about to.
can't-
I'm gonna suck it down.
I don't
No,
know if I
oh, wait, Rowan, are you gonna eat it? Okay, here. Right here. All right, got
A
all
lot
the
of
broth.
sucking.
Yeah, did you? Oh, now you're okay. Let's go.
Can I use that audio for later?
Oh my God.
Oh, you're biting into it. You're actually
Oh,
enjoying
let's go,
it.
Mark.
What?
It tastes like chicken. I mean, it's just like chicken.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Mike.
Don't eat the bottom part though. There's like a super hard part.
Okay.
At the bottom.
It just.
That's definitely the
That's
part
like
that you eat.
the
So
beef.
it's like actually it smells worse than Mike is gonna go throw up.
You walked away.
no pieces today.
Oh man. Here.
You just dump some on there for me.
Is
My
this
hands
thing
are all wet.
open?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, your chick is on the outside.
Jesus. The salt. Okay, can you help me open
you,
the
bro.
salt?
That table's gonna smell so good later.
It's fine. I'll clean it.
No, you won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, you won't.
Damn,
No,
Mark,
Thank
you
you,
went
sir.
all in, dude.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Do you need more salt, Mona?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Eating some whole chickens today.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
Okay. Oh my god.
Ooh, this is real veiny. See it? All right.
Oh yeah, I'm down at the bottom. I ate mine, so that's like a.
It's like chicken and eggs.
I wonder
man.
what that
It's
is.
not that bad. Come on.
It's good.
Yeah.
It really is.
You
It
people
honestly,
eat some weird shit, man.
it honestly tastes like chicken thigh and a yolk.
I think people are tripping when they say that it's when they talk about how bad it is. All right.
No, I don't think that's bad at all. I guess maybe the experience might be a little different.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I wouldn't really like. I'm not gonna.
Mm-hmm. Even the bottom part, or you cut that off?
The bottom part's hard. You can't really eat it. That was good. Hey. I think I feel my testosterone levels rising.
Oh my god.
And still one more.
Huh?
Still one more if you want a second.
That one's supposed to be for Mike. I got to make sure Mike's not going to eat it. If
No,
Mike's not going to eat it, then I'll.
Mike has one in here.
Oh, he has one already?
Yeah.
I'll eat this. I'll eat this one if nobody else wants it. Come on, Mike. You want to eat this one?
You need to weigh 255 when we tussle, so start now.
Oh, you don't want to? Come on, Mike.
Oh my god. That's
All
so
right.
funny.
Oh, she's already cleaning everybody's things up. Oh my
I
god.
didn't even realize that, but yeah, put it
Oh
in
my
here.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
All
I'm
right,
just trying
thank
to
you.
keep this clean.
That's fine.
Oh my god, that's
Fine,
funny.
we good.
I started cleaning up.